Hey guys, so we're out here at Bisbee, Arizona, and we're going to do this Queen Mine Tours. So, copper mines back in the 1800s. It says 1877 to 1975. 8 billion pounds of copper. But they got a lot of the old equipment here, and you can take a mine tour. It's $15 a person. And you ride on these little trains, basically. This is like the one that pulls you. And then they have these here that you ride on. So, pretty cool. Got a lot of old stuff out here. Old equipment. What it is, I don't know what some of it is, other than an ore cart. Look here. And the cool part is they said that we get to take you can take your DJI camera in there, or GoPro, whatever you got. Basket. More stuff. Ours is at noon today on a Friday. On a Saturday, I should say, not Friday. But that's an old winch. That's a heavy-duty winch right there. It's crazy. That's some kind of a like drag bucket. You can see how you drag it, hook it on here to dig with. There's another winch. Heavy. I don't know how heavy that thing is, but it's got to be extremely heavy. Check out this saguaro cactus made out of barbed wire. So they took some rebar, put some rebar straight up in here, and then made the rest of it out barbed wire. Actually pretty cool. Just take some time. Another ore cart. And then this is the tracks we're going to come in on, I guess. Right here. They even got a switch here to switch tracks. Kind of like the big trains have got. And you go over and we're going to go in right there. So it says the Queen Mine here, 1915, obviously. Pretty cool. So I'd say we come out here, we get on the ride to go in. I think it's about an hour-long ride. This is some kind of a bucket off a traco or something, maybe. I don't know. That's what it looks like. But in the town of Bisbee over there. And right into the side of this big mountain here. Pretty cool. So Sherry, my wife, is down there, and then John and Tia from Missouri. They live at Lake of the Ozarks. They've come down to visit us for about 10 days. And we was over here yesterday riding, and I thought, well, let's go. We've always wanted to go check this tour out and try it, see how much it was. So we just decided to do it. There's Sherry right there. John and Tia. John, he's got a YouTube channel too. He's a big cook, smoker. Smoker, not a toker. So this here thing, evidently you rode on and it pulled these. Looks like, huh?
Yeah.
Should reset.
I believe so.
It's kind of like one of them, only an older version.
Yeah.
Ore carts are just chained on there. So you know they bang back and forth because they're just freewheeling and chained together. This is a big one here.
Got a headlight on it.
Engine here. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this light. And it's just a light bulb in there. Quite a deal. So stick around. We will be going on the tour in a little bit, and we get to take our camera in, so that's cool. So over here they got some stuff like this chain vise here. All kinds of different tools that they used back in the day. All kinds of picks and hammers and chisels, and looks like them things you clamp on to drag logs. That looks like a big old pipe threader. This anvil, big anvil. But all kinds of different tools. Even has something here you can pull your teeth with. I'll try that out on John if he'll let me. Look at this drill. It's a hand crank. It's got this bit on it. But it's hand crank. I can't imagine using that thing. There's all kinds of different bits here too. It's scoops. Big spoons. That's for a hungry man. That's Paul Bunyan's spoon. That's what that is. There's Paul Bunyan's canteen. And then over here, this looks like a generator here. But this is a winch. Now this is a big winch. I don't know what that thing weighs, but it weighs a bunch. You talk about heavy. The size of the gears on that. And the cable, there's the rollers where it come out. Some of the rock, and they're showing how this drill, here's where they hooked on the air, I would say, or hydraulic, whatever they use, drilling into a rock like that. And you could actually adjust it by this worm gear right here. That's what actually would push this thing along this track and push the bit in as you're drilling. Then over here it's got this, I'm not sure what it is, but it's some kind of a thing where they raise the ore carts up and down, I would say, and hoisted them up and down from one level of the mine to the other. Pull an ore cart on the tracks, they could raise it up to the different level and then off onto the tracks and keep going. There's a big basket, a couple baskets, a bucket there. And then this, I don't know what this is. But it does have suspension on it. Check out them springs. Stiff springs. But you can't open it up. So we'll see you guys when we head on inside. So here we are inside. Look at all these geodes, $19.99 a piece. Geodes, you can break them open. Some of them's already open. Like that one, you can see inside it. Some of them's already open. Some of them, like that one, you can open it yourself and see what's inside it. This one, it's open. There's some copper. Oh. See any of these things, if you want to pause the video when I show something like this, you can pause it and read it. Some old photos. I'm thinking we got to put on a helmet and stuff before we go in. Hard hat. Put on a hard hat, I should say. These are lights, and the battery packs with lights.
We've got two right now. Ladies, the other's wandering.
This I think is a road runner. He's $20.
Golly.
Ain't he cute?
Yeah. Well, that one's $50.
This little turtle here's only $9.
So you got some cool looking rocks here. Look at that geode. There's another geode back there. Big geode there. $240. That's some pretty wild looking stuff right there. Look at that. That's a big old geode. Super cool. Super cool. Shark's tooth. $168 for that geode cut in half.
Oh, this stuff is for sale.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
it's
that.
for sale. That ball's pretty cool.
That's cool.
$286.
I
Wow.
like those spears over here. They're blue. They're only $10 a piece.
Yeah, those are pretty cool too. Yeah, see, there's some more up there. There's some more right up here somewhere. I seen. These glow. Wherever them are. There's some here.
Yeah.
Crystals.
These little brown ones right here, those are $15 a piece because the color of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's some other. But he does pretty
There's the
good.
ones I was talking about. Yeah, right there.
These are a little bit higher. Oh,
Yeah.
those are pretty.
Malachite, green. This malachite up here. This green malachite. That's
pretty.
cool. $38 just for a little slice of it, of the rock. Look at that.
Pretty color. That dark green like that.
So here's some models. Pretty cool. This is a Copper Queen mine too. Back in the day. Caesar shaft. Pretty detailed. The hand cranking them buckets like we saw, and cranking them up by hand from out of the mine. So they bring the stuff over, put it in the bucket, and hand crank it up. There's also a ladder where they can go up and down in there. Did all the different shafts. Too cool. They had the donkeys down inside the mine working along with the people. Different levels of the mine. His donkey's got 3 of the ore carts hooked behind it. Over here too. This is one of the motorized ones, whether it be steam or whatever ran it, and the ore carts working down in the mine. All these different levels. It's just so cool. There's some more drills that they use to drill the holes. There's one up here. Different size drills. This is some stuff they found around Bisbee. Bisbee underground treasures here. It's amazing. This looks like coral. Very cool. Okay guys, so we will be back whenever we start the mine tour. See all of you.
Then we're going to go to the 700-foot mark. That's the stope. There's 36 steps up to the stope. It's a mined out area. It's not a cave. I'll tell you how they mined from the 1880s all the way until 1975 when they closed the mines down here. We'll be up there about 15 to 20 minutes. Then when they come back down and get on the train again. Now we're going all the way back to the 1500-foot mark. It's a junction of 3 mines. We're coming on the Queen. Right-hand side is the Copper Prince. The left-hand side is the southwest. We'll be going in the southwest mine. The Copper Prince is an evacuation route. All mines have 2 ways in and out. Just in case something was to ever happen back here, we got a way to go out back there, okay? It's been there for 75 years. We haven't used it yet. We'll start today. Now, if you guys will come around this way, I'll fit you with a hard hat. You'll go down to Joey. He'll give you a light just turned on. Please leave them on while you're underground. And we'll meet you at that very back door back to where it says exit. Wait for train. Now, if anybody's got a bald cap, they don't want to wear it underground, you can give it to me, I'll set it up here. When you come back out, it'll be sitting right here for you. And nobody will mess with it. I've already got a closet full, I don't need it. Just about them around. Where do you find folks from?
Missouri.
Missouri. Oh, thank you guys for coming, I hope you enjoy the tour. Hello, folks. Where y'all from?
Originally Missouri, and then we moved here in 2020.
Sierra Vista now.
Sierra
Yep.
Vista.
Well, thanks for coming. Long ways to drive this morning.
55 years in Missouri, and now we're here.
There you go, sir. All set.
You're all set, ready to rock, ready. All right, and ready to reach for your vest. It goes in there like that, and you're all set, ready to go. How's it going there, partner?
Good.
Good deal. Now, I'm gonna drop that in your pocket right there, and you're ready to rock.
All right. We going down?
Yes, just wait for training.
Just says, oh man, I got a light right here. It's bright, actually.
It is bright.
Brighter than I figured it would be. They didn't have these lights back in the day. LED light that bright. That's an LED, so I guarantee they didn't have them back then.
It's usually the
Yeah.
light sticks up on.
Yep, I've had a coon hunting light before, a lot of years. Hey there, John.
Video.
There's old John from Missouri.
Yeah,
Or Misery, whatever you want to call it.
misery. Yeah.
Start at the front end of the train back there, facing towards the mine door, and come back this way, okay?
Are we supposed to face this way?
Face the door.
Face the door.
Face
Yeah.
the door.
I thought that's what he said.
I don't think we're going to see anything if I...
Hike him up, Tia. Hike him up.
Got enough room?
I think so, yeah. I'm wide, but not that wide.
Oh, I guess they said about 4 of her thing, don't they?
Yep. I got a backrest.
So do I.
As long as you don't pick on me.
So do I.
Yeah, so does she. So does she. She didn't know. Not too much. Makes my back hurt. I
Face
know.
the set on the front car. First one's on the scene of the crash.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you're supposed to be on the donkey, Tia.
Yeah, I know. That's probably where I would stay.
Be sure to keep your feet on the running board. Do not stick your hands out there, 12 blocks of timber.
Said don't do that.
That's pretty long, actually. There's several people on here. I
There is. That's
don't know how
just,
many people that is, but
that's just a sample, I guess, down that way.
several.
Huh.
If they do this every day and it's like this all day,
1877, there were some Indian scouts from Fort Bowie, Arizona. They were over here looking for renegade Apaches. They didn't find them. But on the backside of this mountain here, there's a grayish black looking stone. They knew from tombstone to silver. Now you guys can take pictures of anything in this mine you want.
Honey.
Except for me. I got an outstanding warrant out of California.
we look cool with these hats on, don't
I
we?
know. We actually do.
Well, these are MSA hats too. Hey,
You guys need to do a selfie right here. You got your phone out? What? That'll probably be my next profile picture.
ooh, that's a pretty good one. Trolley, it says. What does that run on?
It's got 36 volt batteries.
Oh wow, okay.
We can't get them anymore. The last one we ordered was a 40 volt, $6,000.
Holy cow.
We had to remodify the whole thing to make it work.
Okay.
What was they originally equipped with?
36 volt. That
Okay.
was back in the day.
Battery powered. Okay, so I wonder what they run off of.
That's cool.
I thought about steam, but then I thought, dude, I don't see no boiler or nothing on how they do steam. Oh yeah, it's air conditioning here. Look how long that is down through there. It's way down there.
Anybody back there have that hat on the right-hand side?
It's a long way down through there. That's the end of the tour.
Now, you're in the Queen Mine right now. You're on level 3. You'll be on level 3 for the rest of the trip. Now, there's 2 levels below us and 4 above. Each one are 100 foot apart. Also in this mine, there's 150 miles of tunnels and railroads in this mine.
150 miles of tunnels.
29 mines here in Bisbee, there's 2,200 miles of railroads and tunnels.
Wow.
Enough to reach from the east coast to the west coast and have about 200 miles left over. That's how big this mine was. Now, if you ever want to look way up ahead of us up there, you're gonna see a red light. Right on this side of that red light, on the left-hand side, is the original Queen Mine shaft. First one up here in Bisbee. It took a little over 2.5 years just to sink it because the hand drilling, hand mucking, and all they had for lighting was candles. It's the only one in the camp. It's on a 45-degree incline, and it has 2 compartments. On the first side, you're gonna see a bunch of stairs going down. That's what they call the manway. That's how the men got up and down to the work. On the other side, you're gonna see an ore skip hanging down there about 40 feet. That's how they hoisted the rock up out of here. Now, the main reason we're stopped right here is to make sure everybody on the train's comfortable about being underground. Everybody good?
Yep.
I mean, I'm the only one that wants to go out.
Well, you're not
Okay.
leaving.
You guys have a good time. Enjoy the tour.
Thank
you. He's coming back with some.
Oh, there he is.
You thought I was gone, didn't you?
2 levels below us and 1 level above. 150 miles of these tunnels and train tracks. It's crazy.
That we're on level 3 already.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Got the braces holding it up, the ceiling up here. Wow. That's wild.
Wow.
There goes down to another level there.
Not for that. Stop. You got video of it. Yeah. It's great.
It blurred.
I'll just let you take a picture. Yeah. Off your video.
Yeah. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody ringing the bell.
Yeah.
Open the door. Oh yeah, it's a long ways. We just
I'll monetize you for singing that.
yeah. There's stairs going up to that next level.
Yeah.
Said there's one above us, two below us. Which that would be 4 levels.
Feel like we're rolling backwards.
We are. So you don't want your feet under that.
Get off on the side. Follow me up these steps.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Yep. Remember where you received this one?
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Good feel the air. Handrail made out of rebar. Wow. So none of this is natural. It's all dug out, right?
Yeah, it's all been dug out.
Okay.
Should get you guys to keep moving this way so everybody can get up. Thank you.
Super cool. It's way up there.
That's everybody, Neil.
All right, thanks, Joey.
Watch your back there, Courtney. I'm gonna shut this one again.
Now, folks, before we get started, I want you to look right over here. You see that hole in the side of the rock there? That's what they call a bug hole. I was driving tunnel up in Utah with one of those tunnel boring machines. I had a bug hole about the same size as that one. It was full of petrified bees.
Wow.
It turned into iron pyrite.
Wow.
Now, it shut that whole job down for a week and a half. Here come the University of Utah to make a little study. The only thing I did wrong is I didn't grab a couple handfuls.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what you're in right now, this is called the stope. How it got its name. You know, back east, they call the steps the stoop. Stoop, stope. Now, what they do is they come in at the bottom of the ore body. They'll mine that whole bottom out. Then they back up, step up. Mine it out, back up, step up. Step, stoop, step, stope. Okay? Now, how they discovered this area right here. They were following that vein of silver that I told you about outside. They thought this was another tombstone, silver mine only. They got to this point right here and they hit what they call the mother lode. Very high grade copper. They backed up from here, went back to the Queen mine that we just passed, dropped down 100 feet, and came up from down there where you see that light down there. Now, it took a little over 4 years just to mine this little area out. The reason why I was hand drilling, hand mucking, very slow process. And we had a phantom in this mine. His name was Headless John. There wasn't a miner in this camp that ever did anything wrong. We blamed everything on him. If you look right there in the rock, you'll see a portrait of him in the rock right there.
Yeah, that's a bad dude.
Now, I want everyone to look right up here behind you. You guys see that green and blue in the center?
Yep.
Azurite and malachite. That's where your copper was found. You look at that black ring that goes around it. Silver and zinc. Somebody dropped their hat.
Yep.
Then you drop down to that orangish red color. It's called hematite. The gold was in the hematite. Now, 95 years of mining here, there was over 8 billion pounds of copper taken out of this mine. About 3 million ounces of gold.
Wow.
77 million ounces of silver.
Wow.
And that's not even counting the lead and zinc that was mined here. Very profitable mine. Now, here in the 1880s, the miners were working 2 10-hour shifts. They were issued 3 candles apiece for that 10-hour shift. Now, this is what took so long, the hand drilling. I need to get right back there where you're at. Now, you would start out here with a 4-pound hammer and what they call a starter steel. This is it. This is what you started your holes with. We called it collaring in. Now, every time you hit that steel, you turned it a quarter turn. Every time, quarter turn. Reason? Chisel bit. It gets stuck. And you want a nice, clean, round hole because dynamite's round. Okay? Now, once you got collared in, you would switch. Regular drill steel, 12-pound hammer. Now, this is called a double jack. The reason? One man's got to hold that steel and turn it while the other one swings this hammer. You got to remember, all they had was candles. But they got very good at it because they knew tomorrow their partner would be swinging it.
Yeah.
It's payback tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, it would take them about 9 hours to drill 6 3-foot holes. Load it with dynamite and blast it. Now, the only way they had to get it out of here was wheelbarrows and shovels. They'd shovel it into a wheelbarrow right here, then tram it all the way down there where that light is. There used to be a little wooden ramp down there. You'd run up on that ramp, dump the wheelbarrow into the ore core when it got full, push it around to the queen, and hoist it out of here. Now, after the hand drilling here, when we started using air equipment, there was 3 different types of miners in this camp. If you guys will look back here in this right-hand corner, you see that mannequin standing by that drill? That drill is what they call a stoper drill. It's only used for drilling straight up. That's what you call a raise miner. What the raise miners did here is they drove the raise from one level, 100 feet, straight up to the next level. Now, they were the only miners in this camp that didn't have an opposite shift. The reason for that? That was the most dangerous, nastiest, dirtiest job here. And they wanted to know exactly what was over their head every time they climbed up in there. Now, they got paid good, though, for it. 5 foot a day for the company. Anything over 5 foot was $80 a piece per foot in bonus money.
Wow.
Wow.
And their average round was 7 foot. So you're looking at about $160 a day average bonus.
Wow.
Then you had the guys that drove the crosscuts up there. They got $40 a foot. The reason for the big difference is it's a lot easier to work on the flat, and it's a whole lot safer. But they hung all the air and water lines, put in the railroad track, and ventilation tubing. Then you had the stope miners here. That's what I did. I worked in these stopes here from 1970 to 75. we got paid by tonnage. We had a quota to get out for the company. Anything over that was our bonus money. Now, the last check I got here in 1975, I made $116 a day in bonus plus days pay.
Wow,
You were looking at about $165 a day in 1975.
that's really good.
Now, that was good money.
Oh, yeah.
And back then, the price of gasoline here was 27.9 a gallon. We had a little hamburger joint here in town called the Arctic Circle. 5 burgers for $1. Can't get one for $5 now.
Yeah.
I want you guys to look behind you here. You see this square set of timber? That's what we used in bad ground. Now that originated in the tin mines in England. They've been mining tin over there since Julius Caesar's time. They even hired some English miners to come over here. If you see in the corner how they go together like those cuts and make a puzzle, hired the English miners to show them how to make those cuts, how to install that. Once that's installed and blocked in place, you can blast against it. It's not coming out of there. Now here in the heyday when this mine was going full blast, from 1917 to 1927, there was 4,000 miners working here. The city of Bisbee at that time was almost 27,000 people. It was the largest city in Arizona territory. At that time, Tucson and Phoenix were little trail towns. Kind of hard to believe, isn't it? Now this mine you're in, this is the only dry mine in this camp. All the other mines are on the other side of the mountain over there. The water table on that side was at 800 feet. They were pumping 15,000 gallons of water a minute out of those mines. The day they shut these mines down, they shut those pumps off. They're all flooded up to the 800-foot mark. That's why we're so lucky to have this one, to bring all you fine people in here and tell you a little bit of history about Bisbee. Now, on June the 14th, 1975, we came to work. It was on a Friday. We got here. They said your last day was yesterday. That was our notice that the mines were closing. There was 2 reasons for it. It was just about mined out. The other reason was the Vietnam War ended on the 13th. The price of copper on the 13th here was $1.87 a pound. On the 14th, it was 42 cents. Costing the company over 54 cents a pound to get it out. Now, that's not the first time. After the Korean War here, the price of copper did the same thing. But they had so much ore here, they just laid a few guys off and tried to make it through it. But after this one, it was about mined out, so they just said to shut it down. Now, have any questions from anyone? I got this far the other day. There was a little boy on here. He was 7 or 8 years old. And I asked everybody, any questions? No. Little dude, he raised his hand. You never know what a child's going to ask you. I swear, you don't. I said, what can I do for you? And this kid looked up at me like he was the maddest kid you ever seen. I said, well, what is it? And real loud it came out of that little boy. Hey, mister, when you going to get me talking? Go back down there and ride that train again. So let's go do it, huh?
That's good.
You guys be super careful going down the steps and watch that bottom step down there. It's shorter than the others. Might trip some people up.
I know, we want to be the first one.
Frank just seems so sure-footed on these steps.
I'm good. Good for nothing.
Face the same direction. Got 850 feet to go from here.
Cool.
We wondered how long you was gonna keep yapping.
Yeah.
Little kid.
I got a lot of that little kid in me. Lord. Ring your bell. Right.
That said 1,000.
Oh.
Have a great night.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, folks, you're 1,500 feet in this mountain right now. You got about 450 feet of rock above your head at this point. So I want everyone to get off the train behind me and follow me back here to this light. Now, when you're going down this crosscut up here,
Lose our seat now.
the railroad tracks get up here. Sorry.
That's okay.
You know?
I might need help.
I hear it. I totally understand.
That thing there.
Get off of the train. So we're gonna be walking down here, or we hook it up going the other way, coming back out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I was wondering how they get that. But probably.
No, look,
Spider lying on one of us.
As long as there ain't no rattlesnake.
No joke. I wonder if they ever have any in
I
here.
don't know, I thought about that.
Ever get rattlesnakes in here?
No, it's too cold.
Okay.
We do get bats, cave crickets, ringtail cats get down here sometimes.
Okay. I can handle that.
There's a bat here with us right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, leave her right. Leave her right where you find her. When they started hauling all the ore off the upper levels of this mine here, they hauled it through these 4 extraction chutes behind me here. This goes back 15 feet that way, 22 feet across, and 200 feet straight up. It's what they call an ore pocket. They dump the ore into the pocket here, haul it out through these doors into this car. When this car is loaded, it holds 1 ton of ore. They had what they call primers here, young, healthy men, some as young as 15 years old. Each one got 1 car. He would load it himself, then push it all the way outside, dump it, and push it back in here by hand. They did that for 2 years. Wow. Very, very hard work. Then they brought the mules down. Now, the mules were taught on the surface to pull 4 of these cars. Well, every one of you knows a mule can't count. They were taught to listen to the chain. When that mule would hear that 4th chain rattle, he would take off on his own, go outside to dump. Well, he had to know miners. They figure if he'll do 4, he'll do 5. No. You'd hear that 5th chain rattle, that mule stop dead in his tracks. Sometimes even set down. They refused to pull 5 cars. It was considered to be the first organized union. After the mules, we went to these little mansion motors, just like the one I pulled you in with. They would pull 14 of these cars. That was a lot faster, but it still wasn't fast enough. If you had time to look around outside a little bit, you might have seen that long motor over by the fence, by a wooden pole with a wheel on the end of it. Trolley motor. They ran on these trolley motors. Now that's 240 volts of DC current. That trolley motor would pull 23 3-ton cars at 25 to 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
Wow.
With no braking system. You can't put brakes on the oil car. You heard it coming, you simply got out of the way, you got ran over. Did you notice how noisy that man truck was? It was about 10 times louder than that, so you could hear it going way off. Now here, for 95 years, 377 miles per hour here in this one. Now, and about 40% of those people weren't paying attention to what they were doing. Of course, some of them got paid good notes, some got run over by Loki, and fell down races, but still. Now, when people come down here, you think a miner's greatest fear down here was cave-in. No. Fires. You could smell the smoke, but you didn't know which way to go. Now, this little thing right here. Some of the shift bosses here were walking 5 miles in the morning and 5 miles in the afternoon, because you have to go see your people twice a day. They all got together and asked the company for transportation. They thought they'd get one of those little battery motors. The company had a better idea. Now, before they brought these underground, they had a big meeting with all the miners, and they told everyone, whatever you do, you stay off of that. That's a shift boss's ride. Don't even get around it. Well, that was pretty much like telling a bunch of little kids at Walmart, bring it in toys. Did I ever take it? Yes. Did I ever bring it back? No. Didn't want to get caught on it. Now, we're fixing to head back this way now. The first thing we're going to go through here is a set of steel doors. The fire doors, they were put in here in 1917. You got to remember back then, all miners smoked cigarettes, handles, carbide lights, sawdust, timber. All you had to do was set them down the wrong place, there was a fire. They shut those steel doors, shut that ventilation off, and try to smother it out. If that didn't work, they'd call the helmet crew in right away, which is underground firefighters. Now you guys follow me on back this way.
Like a bicycle. Now this drill right here, this thing, the first drill the miners got after swinging that 12-pound hammer all day long. Well, of course it was. This thing had a fault. It didn't have a water source. You fired this thing up within 6 to 8 minutes, it would be so dusty down here, you couldn't see me from where you are, right there. They used it a very, very short period of time, but long enough. They got the nickname. They called it the Widowmaker because of the silica in the dust. Then we went to this one, it's got water. That's the only thing good about it. This thing here weighs 188 pounds. You'd have to drill a pinhole in the back, hang a come along with a chain on it, wrap it around here, tighten it up. Loosen those 2 bolts, and jack it up with a come along, where your next holes are gonna be. Tighten the bolts into this one, come along, get the chain out of your way, go back to work. Too slow. Then in 1950, we went with this one right here. Now this is a Gardner number 63. We call it a jacklady. Some of the older miners called it a Cadillac. Because we started making more money when they got this word. Now this thing is very efficient. They started this out in 1950. They still use these in the mines today. They're not good of a machine. And they're very loud. You always stood on the side of it like this here, that exhaust port's right there. 21 years underground, I hear nothing out of my right ear anymore. This thing right here. And it used a lot of oil. The reason why, it not only had location, it had a hammer. The hammer has it located. You fill that oil bottle up down there with rock drill oil. Put your steel up against your first, up against the face where you want your first hole to go. Hold the sling up good and tight, put your foot on it, and give it just a little bit of air. So we kind of set that close foot on the ground a little bit, turn your machine on, now give it all it's got.
Wow.
Now there's 150 pounds of pressure in this leg pushing this drill. You could drill a 7-foot hole with this in 6 minutes. Something like that. That's why they still use it. And one thing you never did. There's 150 pounds of pressure on it. When it kicks out, and it does, it doesn't kick back like that. It kicks straight up, and it goes out. It only took me one time.
Right?
Now things down here have a little bit different name than what's up on the surface. You're standing on the floor. They used to call it the bottom of the inverter. The ceiling, it was called the back. The walls behind you back there, they were called the ribs. And wherever he was working, it's called a face. This is the face right here. Now, if you guys back there, come on up a little bit where you can see. If you can't see it, you're not gonna know what's going on. Now, this is a standard round we use here in Bisbee. It's called a 5-hole burn. If you look right here in the center, you'll see it. In the 5-hole, you drill that hole first, and you drill 4 relievers around it. You only loaded this center hole. When you blasted this here, it would take a ring out about that big around, 7 foot back, and shoot it out like a shotgun. Now you have a hole to break to. You go to your closest relievers in. You go to this one, then this one, then this one. Now you see what I'm doing? I'm making a bigger hole, that's all. And you kept going out like that, all the way up, all the way down, making a bigger hole. And you always shot your bottom holes fast, they're called lifters. So we pick that mud pile up and throw it this way. Made it a little easier for us to get it out of here. Now there's 2 things wrong with this drill out pattern right here though. There should be another row of holes across the top and another one over there by that post. The reason for that, if you shot that round right there and you had bad ground ahead of you, you wouldn't have room for that set of timber that I showed you up in the stove. You always made room for timber no matter what, because you don't know what's out there 7 foot level. Now out of this round here, you would get 40 ton of hole. 40 ton on day shift, 40 ton on swing. That's 80 ton out of one stove. We had hundreds. So you can imagine how much ore was going out of this mine daily by train to the smelter in Douglas. At one time, this was the largest, richest mine in the world, right here in business. Well, let's go back that way. You guys ready to come back? Before back, hold on, all the don't find it. Hold on.
Extend that up and you could reach over their head.
still be living on 20.
So how do they know that everything is gone? I mean, it's mined out. What is 100 foot that way? How do they know that?
How did they know? Was diamond drills and core drills right there, partner.
So they drilled way out in there to.
1908, yeah, after 1908, they used core drills in Bisbee. And those drills, they can go up to 2,000 feet
Oh, okay.
into limestone. And that core comes out in 10-foot sections.
Okay.
You can send it up to the SA and analyze it and see what's there.
I've seen some of them cores at a mine laying all over the ground.
Yeah.
I've been right red motorcycles out. And look.
About yay big.
Yeah.
And yeah, they'll come in 10-foot sections and
Okay.
break them down and send them to the SA to see what's present in that
Okay.
core.
I was wondering, like, how do they know what's way out there? Yeah, that makes sense.
I came home from work, I was working 3 shifts. My wife was sitting in the middle of the floor crying, and she had my pistol. Oh, man, what did I do now, you know? She said, we're moving. I said, honey, I haven't paid for this move yet. She said, we're moving. So what happened? She went to Piggly Wiggly grocery store, they have them in Mexico. And she bought a whole cart full of groceries. She put the baby in the car. They stole her groceries and took off with them. Well, she got scared because she didn't know anyone. And when Mama says you're moving, you're gonna move. So the next morning I went down and quit and moved. Oh, I was hot. Not at her, I was just hot. Because of all that money I just spent. And about 11 months later, I got a letter from Shell. 81% of the men that stayed there died from radiation poisoning. And some even took it home to their families. So I always tell these younger guys on this, when they come on this tour, when you decide to get married, make sure she's a hard-headedest woman you'll ever meet. Now, right behind me here, this is the southwest shaft. It's what they call an interior shaft. It doesn't go to the surface. It only goes up to the 800-foot mark. So there was never any ore hauled out of here, just men and materials and mules. Now mules too big, he won't fit inside it. They had a big sling. They sling that mule up, tie his feet together, and blindfold him, and hoist him under. They could do whichever level they needed him on. Be 2 miners waiting, they pulled him out. Take that sling off, untie his feet, take that blindfold off. You better get out of the way. Now, we have a lot of critters down here. We have mice, rats, cockroaches, bats, and an occasional scorpion that would come down on the timber trucks. The company tried to poison them all. It didn't do any good because the miners kept throwing the scrap lunches out. Here they'd come right back again. Then we found out they were very important to us, and we didn't know it. They could feel movement 100 times before we could. If you look down that track and you see those critters going out, by God, you better go with them. It's gonna cave in. Oh, wow. You can set your watch on it. Yeah. Now I have a question. Is anybody's birthday on the crew today? I have a little custom down here. Oh, we got 2. Three. I have a little custom down here when it's your birthday. Everybody's gonna sing happy birthday. What's your name, sir?
Tim.
Tim? And you're? Marcy and? Jessica. And you guys get to sit up here on the throne while we sing to you.
They weren't in the military because you learned to never volunteer.
Marcy, get up here.
Okay, let's everybody sing happy birthday to them. Y'all ready to go? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. To you. Thank you guys. You want to take you to tonight, you see all them cameras?
That's the 39th birthday ever. Right. That's right.
I had a lady. We go back. I'll tell you guys a couple of things about Phelps Dodge when we worked here for them. They were good to their men here.
if a miner here got stoked out, when I'm saying you got hurt, you couldn't mine anymore, they would find you something you could do until you turned 62. They wanted to make sure that their men here could draw their pension from here and their social security, where they had some kind of a good living to come from. You'll never find another company ever do that for their men. Now, when you young men get hurt, they throw you to work and stop. They don't even care for you. My father-in-law, Earl Hammond, he worked here for 31 years. He fell down a raise and lost his right eye. The last 7 years he worked here, all he had to do was sweep the station off once a day for 7 years. And you guys had to know this guy, man. He was raw-bone tough. He had to be. He had 16 kids. 8 boys, 8 girls. Yeah. And this guy could eat more biscuits and drink me at 3/4 so it's put together. He never gained an ounce. I went with him on his 62nd birthday down to the Copper Queen Hospital for his physical. We walked in, a doctor took one look at him. He says, "My God, you're in the best shape I've ever seen anybody come out of there at 62. He said, "You're going to live to be an old man." He made it 6 months. Because he went home and did absolutely nothing. Sat in an easy chair and watched television. Massive heart attack. Well, about 4 years ago, my wife passed away. Then I'm doing the same thing. And I thought about Earl. So that very day, I came up here and talked to Doug. He's the manager here. I said, "I don't know anything about this mine tour thing, but do you need any help on it?" He said, "You ever worked in the mines, Neil?" I said, "Yeah, I'm 75. "Okay, you're hired." But he said, "If you can't come down here and have fun, have the people have fun, they don't want you here." I have fun. I meet the nicest people from all over the world. Last Saturday, I had 5 different countries on my train.
Wow.
Had New Zealand, Australia, Portugal, England, and Ireland.
Wow.
The same thing. And they all spoke English, but they couldn't understand each other. I went on Google here about 2 years ago, looking at different things. 5 top places in the world to go see. Bisbee came in 4th. Then I got to thinking, that must be one of our commercials. Think of 500 places I'd rather go. I want to thank you guys for coming today. I hope you had fun.
How many miners actually died while working in the mine here?
Here, 377.
Is that high, low, about?
Well, I was over a 95-year period. It's really not many years into this, but most of those happened at the first part of the mine, because they didn't have any kind of safety here at all. Even when I worked here, the only safety equipment we had was rubber steel-toed boots. We did have no eye protection, no ear protection, no dust masks, none of that stuff. Now, when we go out to the train, my partner Joy's gonna have a little red can. It's called brass in, brass out. Those little tags you got, drop in the can. Now, I'll never let anyone down. I left 27.
Joy would have to try to find his spare his back.
Where's your can? Where's your can?
Waiting by the train.
They're all laughing. I didn't think it was funny at all. Pretty embarrassing. Now, when we get on the train now, we're gonna be facing back out the way towards the green light, okay? Okay. Now, I got a couple of air doors to open. When we get outside and we'll pull up beside the building, this time we're gonna go on the side door, behind the counter, just like you did before. Put your lights down at this end of the counter.
Some old car light.
Battery on the outside, light on the inside. Hang your vest up. Hand me those hard hats and I'll put them away. Oh, one other little thing before we leave. We're not allowed to solicit tips down here. If I do, take them. I'm just not allowed to solicit.
No, this is good. This is everything that. Oh, yeah. I unfortunately cameras. I don't want to far. It just gets too long.
There. Thank you. Want to face that direction.
Okay.
You guys are on. Thank you very much, everybody. Now grab your red tags before you get back on the man carts there.
Red tape space. Yeah.
Tag there. Thank you. Yeah, just don't select your tag there. Tags, yep. Thank you very much.
There it is. Thank you.
I think there's fascinated with the potty car down there.
Must be.
Everybody loves that potty car. That's the hit of the mind tool right there.
Johnny on the spot.
Bingo, you got it. If you ever go up to Jerome, Arizona, another small copper mining town, it's a Phelps Dodge operation too. Now, you will see potty cars like that. A little bit different though. 3 times as long, 7 seats across the top right there.
Ooh. But the
That
one
tells
seat
me
is
one of 2 things. Either Jerome had an incredibly large workforce, or the restaurant serves poor quality
Yeah.
food. And folks, before you board the cars, I'm going to grab your red tags right there. No worries. Thank you very much right there. Grab your red tags right here, folks. Sorry about falling in. No worries, partner, no worries. Right there. And that's the worst thing happens in my day. It's a good day.
Oh, that's right. You gotta be able to put your legs down. Sorry.
Oh, either one.
Thank you very much.
You want to move for 2 minutes?
Good to go, Neil.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Y'all enjoy it.
Yeah, I saw it on our way through. That's what John was talking about, coming out of the tunnel. Bright light coming out of the tunnel, John.
One of the pieces I got was Dashcam. This was a awesome. It's like a horn.
Oh yeah, I see it. Longhorn cow.
Horn cow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all for coming again. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you very much.
Nope.
Follow me right on the side of the door here.
So I guess back when you first started this climb, you would have been those before it's such easy a tour down here one day.
I never would have ever figured it. Now put your batteries, come through here. Put your batteries on that side, mine on this side.
Hang him up right here, John. Sure.
Great. Hey, thank you guys for coming. I hope you had fun.
Thank you. It was awesome.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Nope. I thought I was gonna drop it. Okay, guys, there we go. So that was the mine tour. Thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I put out a new video and catch you on the next adventure. Right on.